What's up, guys? I recently did this one. This is a cool puzzle. It's a King Pawn Endgame. Well, it's an endgame puzzle. The King Pawn Endgame starts later, so let's get right into it. White plays this really bad move, Rook C4, attacking the bishop. Uh, this is an actual game, by the way, so it's quite embarrassing. If White just played like Rook C7 check, and if King G8, oh, this is just completely winning, because well, this threatens Knight G6 mate, and White should be definitely winning here. So, but White plays Rook C4 in the game. And now, as we should do in all puzzles, we look for checks, captures, and then threats. And, well, the most obvious check in the position is Rook takes C6 check, King takes 6, and a little tactic, Bishop B6, pitting Rook to the King. The King's gotta play King D5, protecting the Rook on C5. And now we have a dilemma. Should we push his pawn, take the Rook, move our king, or move one of these pawns? Well, let's just say we don't do anything. Let's say we just take on c4 and then bring our king up. And notice that we're going to f4. King e3, king f2, gobble up all the pawns on the king side. And white should do something about that. So we have to think that our opponent isn't an idiot and he knows what we're trying to do. So white plays g3. And now we're stopped dead in our tracks. Well, we go this way now. We go the longer route. Because, well, let's say we play g4 trying to, like, force some exchanges like this and try to win the pawns like that. Well, white doesn't want to lose, so white plays f4. And now we're kind of stuck. Because, let's say this happens, we try to go for the pawn here. Well, all of a sudden, we're not the ones trying to win. White is. White's just going to promote this pawn. We can't catch up because we're right behind the pawn. And we lose because white queens. So, we have to go around like this. We attack this pawn. White just moves it up and we have to trade it. And we go for the pawn like this. But we just miss out on winning. Because now the white attacks our last pawn and wins it. Because we cannot outmaneuver white's king. So now that we realize that, we can't take on c4. We can't waste a move on anything. We have to bring our king in right away. Because if a4, white moves his king out of the pin, we have to take the rook. And, well, the king is in range of the pawn. It doesn't matter if the pawn is on a5 or a4. The king will take the same amount of moves to take the pawn. So just moving the pawn on a4 is a complete waste of time. Because it wastes a move, and we don't get to promote. So our only option left is king g6, because as we saw before, moving these pawns don't really work either, because, quick demonstration why, um, we just go king g6, king b5, king f5, same thing as before, g3, white prevents black's king from going to f4, king takes, and let's say, because if we don't play this, there's like no point in doing that. Let's say we go for the same plan as last time, where we do this thing. Oh wait, white has to play here, of course. And we do the same thing as last time. Well, we have the same situation. We cannot win. Because if here, this is a well-known drawing mechanism for endgame, uh, king and pawn endgames. We can't win because let's say we try to go out like that, and white just moves around like this. If we ever go down, white just moves up and takes the pawn. And if we push the pawn, white goes down. Our only moves to go here. Goes down again. If we go here, white stalemates us, and it's a draw. And if we go here, white just does this endless dance, and it's 3-4 repetition. This applies for any situation where the king and pawn are on the, side ranks, the A file and the H file. So that's just a draw. So that's why we can't move this pawn. So we just move this pawn. We move the king up first because Now we get the tempo. We have an extra move where when this happens, all of this that we already saw, white ends up being just in time. Here, h5, king g5, white wins the pawn and hence gets the draw. So it's a really cool ping pong endgame tactic that I found. And well, there's a little, sacrifice pin tactic, small tactic. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.